Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby. Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine. Southpaw winds and kicks, changing speeds east and west, a gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright. The father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play. Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones. Andrew let her fly. And his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts. A plenty from Strider. The quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez. Javi to B-Mac. Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog. He won 355. Could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking. The top pitcher's lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy. The big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler. Matzik and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren. Skip Carey 2. Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren. Spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni. Yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby, and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young. The game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Ramalama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to Eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short, and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves country's the best. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
armchair.
With liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me, so don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-1 lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They come for reasons they can't even fathom. I'm not even sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children longing for the past. They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop. All throughout Braves country, pop that top! Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys, and the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we once were so
time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder. Disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stands full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known an instance where so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
Line drive and a base hit! Just as they score the tying run, Bream to the plate. And he is safe.
We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series. And the place is going bananas.
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
You're in Braves country.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the Atlanta Braves are on the road again. We're set for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the Diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and playing right field for your Atlanta Braves, it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 2 home runs, 2 RBI, 9 strikeouts. Sorry, 9 stolen bases. There's a misprint on the ESPN clip. My God, I was like, why are they keeping up with that? Let's do that again. Ronald Acuna Jr., 2 home runs, 2 RBI, 9 stolen bases, batting .342. Michael Harris II. Batting .294 with 9 home runs, 26 RBI. Matt Olson, batting third, playing first. 14 home runs, 42 RBI, batting .281. Ozzie Albies, batting cleanup. 8 home runs, 27 RBI, a .276 clip. Dominic Smith is batting fifth, the designated hitter. 5 home runs, 22 RBI, a .337 average. And Austin Riley is batting sixth and at third. 8 home runs, 31 RBI, .213 on the year. Yaz is back in left field with 2 home runs, 12 RBI, a .216 average. And Hassan Kim starting at shortstop and batting 8th. He's 2 for 23 on the year with 1 RBI. Chadwick Trump is getting his first start behind home plate. He's 1 for 1 on the season. On the mound for your Atlanta Braves, it's Spencer Strider Day. He's 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA. A 1-2-3-1 whip, 14 innings, 14 hits allowed, 18 strikeouts, 10 walks, 1 home run served. He'll be going head-to-head with Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara is back to his Cy Young-type ways. Much better year this year than last after the Tommy John surgery. He's 3-2 with a 3.53 ERA and a 1.26 whip. 63 innings, 60 hits allowed, 45 strikeouts, 20 walks, and 4 home runs served. Backing up Sandy in the bottom of the first inning, it'll be Xavier Edwards. Leading off and playing second, Xavier Edwards has 6 home runs, 19 RBI. Liam Hicks, the designated hitter, 9 home runs, 42 RBI. Otto Lopez batting third, 4 home runs, 21 RBI, batting .349. Stowers batting cleanup, 1 home run, 6 RBI, a .216 clip. Marcy in center, 3 home runs, 14 RBI, batting .214. Christopher Morel is the first baseman, 7 for 49 on the year with 1 RBI. Owen Casey batting 7th in right field, batting .205 with 3 homers, 19 RBI. And Joe Mack is behind the plate. He's batting 8th, the .205 average, and 6 RBI. Sanoa is at third. He's got 1 home run, 18 RBI, batting .255. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight, they brought in Austin Jones. First base umpire Lance Barrett. Second base will be manned by Mike Estabrook, and down the third base line, it's Jonathan Parra. I'm assuming that Alfonso Marquez was feeling some ill effects from getting hit in the face the other day. He was on the field last night, but they're not showing him in the lineup today. He might be the emergency. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 133 on the money line. Miami plus 122. The over-under, 7.5. Our pick to click tonight for your Atlanta Braves against Sandy Alcantara. Looking at the matchups across the board versus Alcantara in his career, quite a few of the Braves have big sample sizes against Sandy. Strangely enough, Matt Olson has not fared well. He's 2 for 25 lifetime, so we'll steer clear of him. Give me Money Mike. He's 6 for 18 lifetime. He's batting second. He ought to get an extra at bat or two. And he has 1 home run, 2 RBIs in those 18 at-bats, batting .333. We'll take your Atlanta Braves to win. A low-scoring, tight one, 4-2.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game, we win one tomorrow. That's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around for us.
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Join the country club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the country club. You help support the BCR.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good to see everybody. It's hard for me to see the way I normally do when I do the roll call. So we're going to rifle through this because thankfully this is the last day of playing Miami. It really puts a quite the nonsense that I have to go through to be able to see the game and call the game the way we normally do. Good to see you, my man, Nathaniel Brooks. Mark, Ricky, Ricardo, Lucy, he's home. We see Velvet. Rosemary Gardens. Scotty B. Trip Tillman. Velvet Winkler. Royal Pita. Bobby B. Live long. Uncle Charlie, good to see you. Edward Spry, good to see you, sir. Miami Marlins are going to be wearing their home whites, Marlins across the chest in black outlined in neon. Same thing with the numbers and the names on the back. Black ball caps, and the M hooked in the back is a marlin fish, their mascot. SNP. Big truck. Catch up with the rest here in a second. His first pitch is just about on the way. Yes, sir. It is baseball time in Braves country. We try to line this up, and it's a little more difficult when we're doing these the way we're doing them right now. But like I said, thankfully this is the last game of this. You got an 0-1 count to Acuna, and there is a injury timeout as the backstop. Joe Mack took one in the grapes, and the trainer's out there to talk to him. I think the ball might have got a piece of his hand as well. So that's what the delay is. We wait for... They're giving him a couple of balls to throw. The ball hit his hand and then went right into the family jewels is essentially what happened. And he appears to be okay from the second hit, but the first one, his hand, they're checking to make sure his hand's okay. He's thrown a couple of balls a little high, I don't know, 50, 60 feet away to the third baseman. So you wonder if he's got feeling in that hand or not. Robert Sharpton, congratulations. Didn't you graduate today, sir? Justin Green, good to see you. If we miss you, just jump in as we go in the chat, because I have to dedicate the computer I normally see y'all off of to bringing you the game. So I have a small little laptop bringing you to be able to see the chat. So I can see it in theory. It's not until I highlight it and put it on the screen that I can really read it. It appears that we're back to business as Joe Mack gets back behind the plate. Ronald Acuna Jr. standing in. The first pitch on the way to Acuna. We'll get this lined up as soon as him taking one of the grapes that really threw off the rhythm of the game. We're waiting for the pitch, and here it is, and Acuna fouls it off, goes to the first base dugout. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Righty, infield back into the left. Kicks and fires. Swing. Fouls it away. Braves nothing, Marlins nothing. Just getting going here. The 0-2 pitch. Outside wide, 1-2. The 1-2 count, swung on, chopped over towards the left side of the infield, and Acuna's going to beat that one out. Ronald Acuna Jr. showing some speed, busting it down the line and keeping his hamstring intact. How about that good hustle there by Acuna Matata here on a Thursday night?
Bravo. Bravo.
Righty-lefty matchup. Michael Harris II, the batter. First pitch on the way, swung on, fouled back out of play. 0-1. Acuna standing over at first. 0-0 your score just starting here. The 0-1. Outside wide. 1-1. Pretty sure we got everybody lined up now. 1-1 count. Alcantara brings it. Swing. Rifles the four-seamer back behind the plate. It's 1-2. Braves have won 2 of the first 3 games of this series, trying to win the third one to take the series. If not, it'll be a season split. It would be the second one of the year for the Braves. So we split a 4-game series out in Arizona. Have only lost 1. Not in danger of doing that tonight. We're going to flip it over to first real quick, and Acuna goes back to the bag. I don't remember who it was because I didn't recognize the guy's face, and I wish I would have looked at his, I think it was a TikTok page or whatever, but they were going over a move to first as the first pitch off of that toss over to first is swung on and lifted down the right field line. Plenty foul into the seats. It's 1-2. And he was going on and on, breaking down the move to first base where the pitcher was throwing over to first. And his whole idea was the 1-2. Swing, rips it. And that ball's going to get up, get deep, and go back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a-ding-dong, a 2-run shot. Yes, sir. A mighty smack over the track. It's 2-0, good guys.
Use your eyes. This ain't for play. I don't do this for fun. Might want to shave. Might want to shave somebody else.
Ripped it, gripped it, and skadoosh, it goes over the wall. 413 happy feet later, Matt Olson, the batter. So that click-clacked. First pitch on the way to Matt is swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-1. 2-0 your score if you're just joining us. The 0-1 count. Kicks and fires. Outside wide, slider misses, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing! Sizzles it foul. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Turns and kicks. And just below the knees, called for strike three. Olson's not going to challenge it. Man, that was close. It looks like it just touched the bottom of the zone as they're showing on the ABS on the Miami Vision. Left to right across the outfield for the Miami Marlins is Stowers, Marcy, and Casey. Around the horn, third to first, Sanoa, Lopez, Edwards, and Morrell. First pitch is a changeup to Ozzie Albies. Smacks the outer edge. It's 0-1. Joe Mack is behind the plate as long as he continues to stay upright. And Sandy Alcantara is on the hill, the 0-1. Another biter down below the knee zone. So he is calling a very tall zone, meaning he's given a lot of pitches at the bottom of the zone. The 0-2 count. Swing. Lifts it into left field. And that ball's going to drop down for a base hit. Not a hard hit ball, but hit them where they ain't, Ozzie.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Hit them where they ain't, baby. 1 on, 1 out. Righty lefty, first pitch to Dominic Smith is down below the knees. It's 1-0. 1-0. You'll notice this weekend before the national anthem, we have put together a video for Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. The 1-0 pitch swing, chops it on the ground, and that's going to be an easy 6-3 as Lopez steps on the bag and flips it to first. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 2 on the board. Money Mike goes bonkers over the right center field wall.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know.
Hi, y'all. It is again time for our Appalachian word of the day. The word of the day is July. I trusted you and you cheated on me. Why July?
A buddy of mine was like, you should come to my company holiday party. And I was like, oh, I can't that day. And he's like, I haven't even told you the date yet. But I love company holiday parties. You get to be with people that you work with all day long for more hours. And you get to say, I love your ugly Christmas sweater. And they're like, that's just my sweater. And you get to be like, hey, remind me, do you go by Steve or Steven? And he's like, it's Mark. And your boss tries to crack a joke and everyone around them does the employment laughter. And at the end of the night, you get to do an Irish exit.
People, this is my wife, and we've been happily married for 1 year.
It's been 20.
Yeah, but how long my mom been living with us?
A year.
That's why I'm happy.
Mira tan cabrón que.
Well, where are you guys going? We're just out, looking for a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, with North Carolina plates, you're driving all the way to Missouri for cigarettes?
How about a beer?
The last time I faced him, I take my hat off and I show him my bald head, which is all he cared about. He proceeded to get a hit.
So here we go, the Friends squaring off. And a line drive base hit up the middle.
And now he gets booed.
And that spot right there, I thought would put him into a trance. It's awesome. He took a picture of the top of my head in a bus, and every time I call him, the top of my head comes up.
The joking around, the laughing, screaming, all that stuff, and being cruel to one another was all in good fun, and it was a lot of good times.
Please like and subscribe today. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Bush and Buds and Chop Shop, good to see you on the chat. Spencer Strider's going to go to work here in the bottom of the first. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is upstairs, misses high. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Four-seamer misses, ball 2-2-0. Braves 2, Marlins nothing. The 2-0 pitch. Swing, pops it up. And that'll bend back out of play. Riley gave it a look, but nowhere near staying inside. 2-1 count. Braves lead it 2-0. The 2-0 swing, or 2-1 swing, fouls it back. 2-2. The 2-2 count. Swing, laces it through the infield. That's through for a base hit. And that'll be a leadoff single for the Miami Marlins, much like Atlanta had in their first inning. What you'll get from Spencer Strider tonight. He has a 4-pitch mix, a 4-seamer, a slider. Those are the two that he really leans on, and a curveball and a changeup. First pitch swing, 4-seamer, fouls it back out of play. It's 0-1. Leans on the 4-seamer 51% of the time, the slider 35% of the time, curve 9 and changeup 5. The 0-1 pitch, 4-seamer misses high and out of the zone. It's 0-2. Left to right across the outfield for your Atlanta Braves. Yaz, Harris, and Acuna. The 1-1. Swing blasted. That one is not coming back, I don't think. We'll see. No, it's going to get caught at the wall. That had some top spin on it, thankfully. Man, he gave that thing a ride, and somehow, some way, it stayed in. One away. He looks dejected as well. I mean, he left that ball right down Main Street. Got a good smack on it. Must have just got underneath it. Acuna had to twist to his left before twisting to his right. He made the catch at the back of the wall. Thankfully, that held. A little bit to the right, and that's gone. Righty matchup. The pitch to Lopez is in the dirt. It's 1-0. Round the horn, third to first, it's Riley, Kim, Ozzie, and Olsen. Tromp is behind the plate and Strider on the bump. Mauricio Dubon getting the day off. The 1-0. Swing, chopper, up the middle. This should be a 4, 6, 3. Smooth as silk, inning-ending double play. We'll be back in a flash. Braves will grab the bats, leading 2-0.
2 years ago, I only had $24 in my bank account. Today, I got $17. I know y'all thought this was going to be motivational, but nah, I'm still broke as f***.
Hi, y'all. It's time for some more Appalachian insults. They could talk ears off a billy goat. You look like 50 miles of bad road. Well, he wouldn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. The porch light is on, but nobody's home.
Old people really just don't give a f*** about anything. I'm at a customer's house today because beer and groceries just don't buy themselves, and it's an elderly couple. I'm talking to the wife and I ask if they have any kind of issues, and she says, go ask my husband. He's in the back room. So I start walking towards the back room and she yells out that he's hard of hearing, so I'm gonna have to speak up. So I get back there and I'm talking to him with a raised voice, trying to be courteous. Now this carries on for about 5 minutes, and after I'm done talking to him, he looks at me and says, I don't know why you're yelling. I might have diabetes and high cholesterol, but I'm not deaf. So I look him square in his ancient eyeballs, and I'm like, well, why in the hell you got me walking around here hooting and hollering for the last 5 minutes when you could have just told me? And on top of that, your wife told me that you're deafer than a doorknob. At that point, he reached into his pocket and told me to come closer and open up my hand. He put 2 Werther's Originals in the palm of my hand and whispered, yup, and we're going to make sure she always believes that. When I was younger, I was afraid of getting old. Now I'm really looking forward to it.
So I'm in LA. I'm 42.
throw this pitch. I mean, just bam! Can't throw it any better. And I looked back at the scoreboard and it said 82. And I went, oh. And it was a frickin' bullet. And then I said, let me throw a changeup. And that was 79. And I went, oh, man, there's just kind of not enough separation anymore.
That was the last year?
Yeah. You know how you always want to play one more year? I think I did that like 3 years. I was content.
Welcome back. Sandy Alcantara goes back to work. First pitch on the way is up high. Slider for a strike to Austin Riley. It's 0-1. Alcantara throws a 7-pitch mix, though he rarely throws the curveball anymore, so we'll call it a 6-pitch mix. The 0-1. Swing. Saws it off foul. Four-seamer. It's 0-2. He throws a changeup, the sinker, the four-seamer, slider, cutter, and sweeper. He's turned more into a kitchen sinker after the Tommy John surgery, but still has pretty good velocity. The 0-2 count. Rocks and kicks. Swing and a miss upstairs. 98 miles an hour. Bringing it that time. One away. He'll pick and choose his spots nowadays on when he will rear back and let her go. Kind of like the way you see Chris Sale do, but he does a little more often, but not all his fastballs, according to the scouting report, are at full velocity. Sweeper starts off Yastrzemski upstairs for a strike. 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The 0-1. Brings it. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep. Get up, get up, get up. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A solo shot and the yes!
You know where we're going. Yep. We're heading for the mountains.
We are heading for the mountains, baby. Yanked and cranked. It's 3-0.
Go.
Yahoo!
If you guys want to play rough, I can play rough too. Get out! Stick around. You ain't seen nothing yet. Don't crowd myself. Plenty of autographs for everybody.
Ha-Seong Kim, the batter, first pitch, saws it off foul, four-seamer. Up and in, it's 0-1. Yes, it's the second home run of the year. The 0-1 to Kim. Down and in sinker, 1-1. You're just joining us. Michael Harris hit his 10th home run of the year in the first. The 1-1 outside wide, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Braves 3, Marlins nothing. The 2-1 pitch. Sandy, swing, chopper, over to third. Deep in the hole, here comes the throw. Across the diamond, they'll get Kim by about a step, and there's 2 down. Still think he's incredibly rusty coming off that injury. And they brought him up a week early. They could have brought him back. I had to go back to check it because I thought maybe my mind was playing tricks on me. But they brought him up 6 days early before than what they had to, what they're obligated to. Righty-righty matchup. Chadwick Tromp takes the first pitch on the inner track. It's 0-1. Earlier today, the Mets beat the Nationals 2-1. Guardians outlast the Tigers 3-1, and the Pirates beat the Cardinals 6-2 in St. Louis. The 0-1 misses wide. It's 1-1. You've got 4 games tonight. Braves, Marlins, obviously, and then Blue Jays, Yankees starting a little bit. 2 late games. A's are at the Angels. As the 1-1 fouls it off, it's 1-2. And the Rockies are at the Diamondbacks. Pretty good pitching matchup in Los Angeles tonight. Soriano for the Angels and Luis Severino for the Athletics. The 1-2 count. Misses down, 2-2. The 2-2 swing, chops it foul down the third base line. Do it again. The 2-2 from Sandy. Swing, pops it up. Back behind the plate. Joe Mack gives a run for it, but it'll bend away. The 2-2. Alcantara, this is pitch 35 here in the second inning. Swing, chopper. Nothing else. Chadwick's making him work. You love to see that. Guy's still pretty new coming off of Tommy John surgery. They're not going to let him just go out there and throw 60 pitches plus in 3. The 2-2 pitch, swing, another chopper. Two count. Kicks and fires. Swing. Chopper over to third. And that'll stay fair. That'll be an easy 5-3 with catcher speed, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put one on the board. It's 3-0.
Yes, put everything
Bravo.
on it. Don't hold back anything.
Looking for a fish fry on a Thursday night in Florida.
But as governor, I do have a cheat code. I can simply look to California, Illinois, New York, and then do the opposite of what they're doing. And it usually works out pretty good.
So I'm going to be in big trouble. I told my family I'd be pitching for a minor league baseball team tonight. And my entire family came, even the ones from Canada. I'm in the upper deck eating Dippin' Dots.
Hey, does anybody else have a curfew as a grown-ass adult because their dog expects them home at a certain time?
Man, there's just something about the fluorescent glow of the Walmart lights in the middle of the night while sitting in your car that's just romantic.
My friends are like, oh, my kids keep me young. Cool. My kids aged the out of me, so I guess I got the other kind of kids.
Please don't come around me doing that. All that. I'm never going to ask you what's wrong, baby. I'm never going to do that. Stop making that unnecessary ass noise. If you're going to be an adult and you're going to tell me what's wrong, just tell me what's wrong. Listen, my patience is as thin as a Lay's potato chip and about as fragile as an uncooked egg. I am very straightforward with people. I want them to be the same way with me. And then y'all do the weirdest sounds. You got halitosis from your rib cage coming out your mouth. What? I don't have time for you right now. What is the matter? I get annoyed so quick, y'all, I will literally grab my purse and leave.
So my life was consumed with baseball during baseball season. And when basketball season, I played basketball. We didn't have football. We started school on the 1st of August, and at the end of August, we let out for 3 weeks and went out and pulled cotton and combined peanuts, and I mowed yards and had the paper route, and it was just part of, a way of life. I learned how to work. I learned what work was all about. I learned not to be afraid of it. I mean, I didn't come from means or anything. I'm just a kid who grew up in Oklahoma.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back, Braves Country. Ashley's talking about Greg's hair was super long when y'all first met. What happened? Did you cut it? Did you wait till he was sleeping or something? Righty-lefty matchup. Stowers stands at the plate. First pitch is a four-seam fastball from Spencer Strider. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Four-seam fastball up in the zone. Braves 3, Marlins nothing. Bottom of the second inning. 1-1. Curveball right there for a strike. It's 1-2. One-two count. Strider flips it up there. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Change up. And there's one away. Spencer Strider's first strikeout of the day. Good to see him get off of that. Strikeouts aren't the end all that beats all, but you do like to see a healthy amount, especially from a strikeout pitcher. First pitch for Marcy is going to get dropped down. Is he going to get him? He got him! Wow, what a play by Riley if that stands up. That was super close. Great bunt by Marcy, by the way, and a smart play, and they don't want to challenge it, so how about that? Austin Riley. Wow. Barehanded grab and fired it in one motion, a la Chipper Jones-like, down to first. And a great stretch by Olsen, by the way. Don't sleep on that part of it. Just got it. Not even a quarter step.
Blue, you're my boy!
That might be a 16th or a 32nd of a step. 1-0 pitch from Striders. He kicks and fires. Swing. And Christopher Morel loses the bat. It goes to the camera well. Hopefully nobody got hit by that. Everyone's got smiles, so I guess they're all right. Except for the cameraman. He might need a new pair of shorts. He popped his head out from behind and kind of looked like, oh, man. I knew I should have. I knew I should have been doing basketball. He's got this little screen next to him. Little boxy screen. That's it. Seems like I would have the kind of luck that the ball would always hit anywhere but that screen. Good to see you, Rosemary. Pitch in the dirt, curveball, 2-1. Way I have it set up right now, I can see the Country Club members much better, but I can only see about 2 or 3 comments as they scroll through. As the 2-1 pitch in the dirt. 3-1. So if I miss your comments today, I do apologize, but we'll be back to normal tomorrow when we get out of Florida. Spaceman in the house. Ashleah. The 3-1 count. Swing, fouls it back. Braves 3, Marlins nothing. Standing on deck is Owen Casey. And brings it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Spencer Strider's bringing it. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the third we go here in Braves country. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. We got Lafayette, Louisiana, Kennesaw, Georgia, South Carolina, Curacao. If I missed the ones before, I apologize. I can't scroll up without it being a whole you-know-what show. Legoland, Alaska, Thompson, Georgia, London, England, Lafayette, Tennessee. That's Lafayette, Tennessee. I do know that. Orlando. Lafayette's in Louisiana and in France. West Virginia, Valdosta, Lake City. Lake City Flash. Big truck, keep on rolling. Charlotte, North Carolina, Section, Alabama. Charlotte, North Carolina. Santa Cruz. Trip. Well, I don't think I'm going to pronounce this right. Walthersville, Georgia? Hinesville, basically. Brunswick. First pitch from Sandy Alcantara is swung on and popped up by Ronald Acuna Jr. Start the third inning. That'll be an F9 your scorecard, and there's one away. Salina, Ohio. Eva, Alabama. Port St. Lucie. Myrtle Beach. Chatham. Oh, wow. That was a lucky guess by me then, Scott. I probably won't remember it. Pitch on the way to Michael Harris, who had a 2-run home run his first time up. Strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. One from Alcantara. This is pitch 41. It's inside, almost gets him in the knees. Four-seam fastball. Star, North Carolina. Cordell, Georgia. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, chops it over to second. That'll be a 4-3 putout. Xavier Edwards flipping it over to Morrell. There's two away, excuse me. Cartersville, Georgia. Irwin, Tennessee. Matt Olson stands in, takes the first pitch for a slider strike. Outer edge, it's 0-1. Olson, 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out looking his first time up. The 0-1. Swing. Bangs it back foul just behind it. It's 0-2. 3-0 your score. Atlanta leads. We're in the top of inning number 3 with 2 outs. The 0-2 to Olson. Misses outside, 1-2. Noonan, Georgia. The 1-2. Sweeper misses outside, 2-2. Alcantara from the stretch, kicks and fires. And that ball will be lifted high and out of play. We'll do it again, 2-2. Alcantara, 47 pitches. So he's had a pretty quick inning here, number 3, to get his pitch count under control. Acuna with the quick out, and Harris only saw 4 pitches. The 2-2 pitch, swing, slaps it down the third base line, but foul. It's the 7th game of the series between the Braves and the Marlins. The 2-2 pitch. Swing. Fouls it back. And we'll do it again. The 2-2 to Olsen. Alcantara brings it. Swing pops it up. And Canacorn in the infield. Who wants it? Joe Mack, the catcher, will make the catch in between home and the pitcher's mound, and that'll end the inning. Braves 3, Marlins nothing. We'll go to the bottom of the third here in Braves country.
What's for dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner?
Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please.
Jambalaya.
Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover? I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
It's the wood that makes the good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then.
And then.
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 I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor. Por favor. I'm part Spanish. Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off there, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order some pizza.
A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back. First pitch on the way. Swing! That ball is belted by Owen Casey, and that one is definitely not going to die at the warning track. A solo shot by Owen Casey, and it's a 3-1 ball game. Miami cuts into the Atlanta lead. 105 miles an hour off the bat, 403 feet over the right field wall. And just like that, it's a 2-run game. Just got way too much of the plate on that one. First pitch four-seamer to Joe Mack, the backstop. High and out of the zone, it's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-0 swing. Pops it back foul behind home plate. 1-1. Tomorrow we got another doubleheader here on Braves Country Radio. 1:45 p.m. We've got Cubs versus Astros. First pitch is 2:20. And then Braves versus Nationals. Atlanta returns home to face Washington. Come on the air 6:45. First pitch 7:15. The 1-1 in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count. Three to 1 your score. Pitch is inside, change up, just smacks the inner edge. Down in the corner, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing. Rolls it over to second. Ozzy's got it. Light toss over to Olsen, 4-3, and there's the first out of the inning. That'll bring the number 9 hitter, Sanoa, to the plate. First at bat of the game. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Miami. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch is a 4-seamer right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses on the outer edge. 1-1. Yeah, that ball was smoking. Said 95. It looked like one of his harder thrown pitches tonight. The 1-1 pitch. Right there at the knees. 1-2. We've seen him get up to 98 tonight once. He's been up to 97 a couple of times. They keep the Marlins broadcast keeps fixating on the way Spencer stands on the mound as the 1-2 pitch. Swing, lifts it into center field. Drifting back with his neon yellow shoes and armband is Michael Harris second, and there's 2 down, F8. Shohei Ohtani last night pitched 5 shutout innings for the Dodgers and also hit a home run. 7th time in his career he hit a home run in a scoreless start. Righty-lefty. Top of the order now for the Marlins. Xavier Edwards takes a curveball down and in. It's 0-1. Edwards singled to center his first time up. The 0-1. Swing and a miss changeup. It's 0-2. Good to see you, as was. Edwards takes his timeout and steps out of the box for a second. Gets a couple of practice swings in. The 0-2. Down below the knees, change up, 1-2. And I have had zero luck with pulling for NHL teams. Decided to watch that Avalanche game last night. God bless. 1-2, fouls it straight back. We'll do it again. Infield is playing back and to the right. The 1-2 from Strider. Caught, looking, strike 3. Punched him out at the bottom of the zone, and that'll end the inning. Xavier Edwards went down like a shot with that strike. He couldn't believe it. We'll be back in a flash. The Marlins cut it to a 3-1 score. Braves grab the bats when we return.
Hi, y'all. It is time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is in hell. Why in hell is eggs so expensive right now?
Hey, you know why they used to call me Coffee in college?
I don't want to know.
Because I grind so fast.
Wait a minute.
What? What is it?
Train this kid to be my replacement, will I? Not on your tin type, sister.
Marriage is so much fun. One of my favorite parts is I get to hear that story that you always forget that you told me over and over again forever until I die.
You know, my TikTok account might be for laughing, but my bank account is for crying.
Welcome to Cooperstown for the 75th anniversary of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
2014 inductee, Greg Maddux.
Maddux receives 97.2% of the vote. It's like the ultimate all-star team. You're always nervous until you give your speech. You definitely don't want to bore people.
I was very fortunate to have a brother that I could learn from. He even taught me a little bit about science.
Oh, gosh.
It has to do with a little methane and a lighter, and I still get a huge kick out of it today.
We have fun. We have fun.
That was a unique relationship that I'm like.
The next 7 years were spent winning division titles, watching the kids grow up, watching John Smoltz's hairline recede.
My bald head was just all he cared about.
I spent 12 years in Chicago, 11 in Atlanta, and both places are very special to me. Without experiences in both cities, I would not be standing here today. On behalf of my family and all those I've mentioned, thank you for this incredible honor.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. First pitch swinging by Ozzie Albies. Pops it back. Third base side just gets out of play about 2 or 3 rows back. Past the camera well. It's 0-1. Braves 3. Marlins 1. Top of the 4th inning. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The 0-2 count. Swing, chopper down the first baseline this time. 1-2, or 0-2, excuse me. The 0-2. Misses high, 1-2, 4-seam fastball. One-two count. Turns and kicks. Swing, pops it up. Can of corn. Who wants it? Third baseman. Sanoa makes the catch, and there's one away. Dominic Smith, the batter. First pitch is right there. Swing. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Just misses the bottom of the zone. 1-1. Good take by Dom. One count. Swing and a miss. In and out of the glove. Might have foul tipped it a bit. 1-2. The 1-2, down and in, 2-2. Two count. Sinker down below the knees, full count. The payoff pitch, swing, broken bat, chopper back up the middle, went between Alcantara's legs, but Smith will be out with an easy 6-3. 2 down. I think more than anything else, that bat being broken in half like that, flying by the mound, startled Alcantara. I'm sure he was thankful that Lopez was behind him to grab the ball. Austin Riley, the batter, 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch is a slider way outside the zone, 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss slider, 1-1. One count. Swing. Sweeper bangs it back foul. 1-2. Alcantara at 64 pitches, so he's pretty good on that mark. Pitch 65 about to come to the... You want to be around 60 as a starter, so he's calmed it down since that rocky beginning. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase the slider off the plate. Filthy stuff. And Alcantara's rolling. Spencer Strider's got to keep them where they're at. It's 3-1. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning.
You've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now, hear about getting the out of the fast lane on the interstate when you're going 5 miles under the speed limit and there's no one in front of you before I lose my Move!
What did you say?
I want a new car.
Spell way.
W-A-Y?
You forgot the F.
There's no F in way.
You're right.
Here are some baseball facts you might not have known. The Pirates won a game while getting no hit because of 3 walks and a fielder's choice. It's the first time since 2008 that a team has won without recording a hit. In the late 90s, higher-ups for the Red Sox wanted to replace Fenway Park with a sports megaplex. The new Fenway Park would have been next to the New England Patriots Stadium, but an agreement failed to be reached. Nick Markakis used to hold the record for most consecutive games without committing an error, but Robbie Grossman of the Detroit Tigers played his 401st game in a row without an error, setting the new record.
Hey, do me a favor. Don't ask me to drink tomorrow because I'm not drinking.
Pardon me?
I'm not drinking tomorrow, so I don't ask.
I didn't ask you to drink tomorrow. I didn't ask you to drink yesterday. I didn't ask you to drink today. Beer's a lifestyle, not a choice. I don't drink beer and post it to Instagram and go, look at me, I'm 21. I was built for this.
I met Johnny a long time ago.
What are you doing?
He always brings up Okie.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
He takes a lot of pride in being from Oklahoma and being from a small town.
Our teachers always had us write at the beginning, I think, of every year what we planned to do when we grew up. And he was from the beginning. He was a Major League Baseball player. And we were like, oh, yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
So in the 8th grade, I was only 5'2", the same size hands, same size head, same size feet. I mean, I was the ugly duckling. I mean, the only people scouting me at that time was Barnum and Bailey.
He was all hands and all feet when he was little. That's what we always talked about.
Here I was, and I grew 9 inches the next year, 2 years, and the junior year they asked again, and I said I want to be a Major League Baseball player, and they didn't laugh so much.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball here on Braves Country Radio. 3-1 your score. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Miami Marlins set to face Spencer Strider once again. First pitch taken, curveball for a strike. It's 0-1. Infield is back and to the right. Liam Hicks, the batter. Lopez, the number 3 hitter on deck. Stowers in the hole, so the heart of the order for the Miami Marlins. The 0-1. Misses high, curveball, 1-1. 1-1 count. Changeup down and in. 2-1. Spencer Strider is sitting at 40 pitches. We're about to throw his 40th, so he's pretty good on that front. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Changeup over the top, 2-2. The 2-2. Caught, looking, strike 3. Punched him out at the bottom of the zone, and there is one away. Spencer Strider, strikeout number 4. Other than that home run I'd say he's got 2 balls over the plate today that got a little bit too much. He was lucky to get the one back that would have tied the game at the time, but the home run, he definitely left over dead red. First pitch swinging by Lopez, pops it up down the right field line, giving chase, and making the catch in the corner for out number 2 is Ronald Acuna Jr. F9 in your scorecard. Kyle Stowers will come to the plate. Stowers struck out his first time up. First pitch from the right-hander Strider is a changeup on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Braves won't see the Marlins again until August 4th in Atlanta. It was a 3-game set, the 4th, 5th, and 6th. The 0-1 pitch, swing and miss, 4-seamer, it's 0-2. And then one more final series, the end of September. He'll finish the season the 25th, 26th, and 27th in Miami. So 6 more games here with the Marlins. Braves lead the season series so far 4-2. The 0-2 in the dirt. Blocked by Trump, but it squirts away. The 0-2 from Strider. Swing, lifts it. High into right field. Did he get enough of that? That ball is carrying. Top of the absolute top of the wall. It bangs over, and it's a solo shot by Kyle Stowers. Second home run given up tonight by Spencer Strider, and it's a 3-2 ball game. 371 feet they're calling it. I don't buy that at all. It barely creeped over the wall. He hit it so high you were hoping it was going to come down before it got to the wall, but it kept carrying. Hit the very top of the wall in front of the bullpen. And back to work for Spencer. 4-seam fastball. 96, misses high. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Brings it. Swing. Saws it off foul. 1-1. Name of the game tonight has been the home run. Braves have 2, Marlins have 2. The only difference is Acuna was on base when we got our first home run, the 1-1, down and in, 2-1. Which is pretty common when you're talking about power pitchers going head-to-head. Strider just got to find a way to keep the ball in the park. The 2-1 upstairs, 2-2. 2-2 count. Pitch on the way, 4-seamer down and in. Full count now. Stepping out and taking his time out is Marcy. The payoff pitch. Caught looking strike 3. He's got that slider from Strider's dropping at the bottom of the zone. Just a couple of hangers, we'd be in business. Braves lead at 3-2. Our turn when we return here in Braves country.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times. I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka. Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, I object anyway!
October 11th. October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th. I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it! It's yours!
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here. Tonight, this is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them!
You guys tired?
I'll get all the sleep I need when I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga, 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 toga.
Okay? All right! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it! Let me hear it! Let me hear it!
Welcome back. Mike Yastrzemski, the batter. Hit a solo shot his first time up. First pitch right there is a slider off the edge for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Swing. Pops it up. Down the line. Bending. Foul. 0-2. I haven't been able to participate in much of this stuff with the little things that, the videos we play, because I can't reach the score, the keyboard with the 0-2 pitch. Misses high 1 and 2. So like the what's for dinner and everything, all I'm eating is a bologna, tomato, and lettuce sandwich. The 1-2 count. Brings it. Swing, fouls it straight back. We'll do it again. When we get to the what's on tap, I'm doing my usual mix of... And when I say a mix, they're not mixed together, but iced coffee and Arnold Palmer sitting side by side with the water within reach. And hopefully I won't knock all three of them all over the place like I did the other night. The 1-2 pitch, swing, slices it foul. Braves 3, Marlins 2, top of the fifth, the 1-2 count. Pretty fast-moving ball game. We're an hour and 7 minutes in since first pitch, and we're in the fifth inning. The 1-2. Swing, rips it. That ball's going to get into right field. That's down for a base hit. And the Braves hit parade is back on, baby. Good single there by the Yaz, his second hit of the day.
Yes, put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, do. Yahoo!
He's now batting .228 after those 2 hits tonight. Things are looking up for the Yaz. Riley, by the way, if you're wondering, he's batting .211. He's still struggling up and down. First pitch is a 4-seamer to Kim. It's 0-1. If we had someone a little stronger behind Kim batting than Chadwick Tromp, I would say that this would be a good spot for Kim to drop a bunt, but Tromp is not a batter per se. He comes up to catch, and if he lucks into one every once in a while, that's just icing on the cake. When he first came up with the Braves a few years back, it was in a series against Miami as the 0-1, outside wide, 1-1. and he lit the world on fire. We thought we might have some kind of a hot prospect on his hand, then come to find out it was just fool's gold. 1-1 count. Swing, lifts it, and that's going to dump into center field down for a base hit, and it is a single by Ha-Seong Kim, so maybe that'll get him going as he gets high fives and slaps from the dugout as Antoine Richardson is telling him to smile. You got to like that. He's got a lot of pressure on him.
Not about muscle. In simple physics. Calculate the velocity V in relation to the trajectory T, in which G, gravity, of course, remains a constant.
You love the human side of the game. Antoine Richardson, our first base coach, is just telling him to relax and smile. And Chadwick Tromp's going to show bunt, misses high. It's 1-0. I was just about to say we'll find out if he can bunt, because this is a perfect spot for Chadwick Tromp to bunt. I would honestly think about giving him all 3 strikes to bunt. The worst thing that happens is Acuna comes up with first and second and 1 out. Pitch on the way, bangs the sinker off the plate. Runners were moving on contact. It's 1-1. Because the worst thing that could happen is Chadwick Tromp with his speed knocks into a double play. 1-1 count. It's the old adage back in the day when the pitcher, back before the designated hitter ruled the roost in Major League Baseball. As the infield is drawn in, they're dancing around behind the runners. The 1-1. And sinker in on the hands, bangs it foul. It's 1-2. And there used to be an old adage when the pitcher would come up. We'll say if it's bases loaded, nobody out, or first and second, 1 out, whatever. And team's starting to put some hits together, and you would hear the folks say, strike out to keep the rally going. The 1-2, down and in, 2-2. He was showing bunt there, because the idea was it was better to strike out than to knock into a double play. 2-2 count. Wouldn't be a bad idea to send him the 2-2 bunt, and that's going to be a good bunt. That's a great bunt by Chadwick Tromp. It's going to move the runners from first to second and third with only 1 out, and Acuna coming to the plate.
Hitting, not about muscle. In simple physics. Calculate the velocity V in relation to the trajectory T, in which G, gravity, of course, remains a constant. It's not complicated.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the batter. Righty-righty matchup. Runners at second and third and 1 out. Alcantara brings it. First pitch, changeup in on the hands. 1-0. These runs come home to score, and the Braves win this game. Circle that play by Chadwick Tromp, the 1-0. Swing, rips it up the middle. Drawn in infield, and that's going to score 2 runs. Yaz comes home, he's safe. Kim comes home, he's safe. And it is 5-2. Your Atlanta Braves, a 2 RBI single by Acuna Matata.
Bravo.
Ripping and gripping. And the Braves lead it 5-2. Alcantara at 81 pitches. Acuna at first, 1 out. Harris already has a 2-run home run. Sees a sweeper high and outside the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing. Pops it up. Harris flips his bat in the air in disgust, and it's going to be an F9. 2 down. Acuna back to first. 1 on, 2 out. Matt Olson coming to the plate, first pitch. Sinker way outside the track, 96 miles an hour, 1-0. Five runs, 7 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Miami. We're in the top of the 5th inning, 2 outs, 1 on, and Olson. Check swing, went around, change up, it's 1-1. If he can keep the line moving, you've got Ozzie and Dominic Smith due up. The 1-1. Swing. Bangs it down the first base line, but just fouled. The 1-2 from Alcantara. Brings it, swing, pops it up. High in the sky into right field. Will that hold? It will. It'll die just before the warning track, and that'll end the inning. Braves 5, Marlins 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in Braves country.
So I have a pet peeve, and apparently it's not very common. I hate when people are eating and they take a drink of whatever they're drinking, and the food and the water or whatever they're drinking mixes, and then it's like mushy and gushy. And anybody else?
Y'all be like, y'all need to evacuate, y'all need to evacuate. Do y'all got evacuation money? Because I can't afford my rent here. You think I can afford to go somewhere else? Like, it's not free to evacuate. Like, what are y'all talking about? Evacuate. You're not taking it serious. Baby, my bank account, I guess not taking it serious.
Roger Connor. He slugged baseball's first Grand Slam in 1881, even though the term hadn't been invented yet. They didn't call it a walk-off home run either. Despite his large stature, 6'3", 200 pounds to be exact, he still was pretty agile on the base pass, stealing 244 and hitting 233 triples. He had extraordinary power, once hitting a home run completely out of the Polo Grounds and right onto 112th Street. He was the first player to reach 1,000 career walks, and his 138 career home runs would not be passed until some guy named Babe Ruth came along. If you want to find him, all you had to do was look up league leaders from every season from 1880 to 1894. His defense vastly improved after moving from third base to first base, where he led the league 4 times in fielding percent.
Armchair.
This man shouldn't be booed.
Agreed, but it's been that way for Mike ever since he came up with the Phillies in '73.
To sit back and hear this, it's mind-boggling. It's like, people, this guy, do you know how good he is?
What can I say? I mean, I don't know how to even address that. I think that the Boo Birds are the loudest people at the park. They're not the majority, obviously, but they're the most obnoxious. And I think that no matter what he does, they're going to have something to say about it. But I don't know. They can be cruel.
A liner, and the Orioles are the world champions.
Five to 2 Atlanta. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And something's going on here. Acuna. They're looking at his wrist. He doesn't look like he's in any pain. I'm not sure what's going on here. Wait for some kind of clarification on that. They're looking at his thumb. It makes me think they're going to take him. Well, we'll see. He's pointing at his left thumb area. Appears to be okay. Not sure what that was about. I'm sure he's trying to lobby to stay in as much as anybody else. When he hit the ball, he's showing the replay on the Miami. Hit the ball, flipped the bat. Didn't see anything there, and he hit first base. You almost want... Well, I don't know. He says he's okay. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way from Strider to start the bottom of the fifth. 4C misses inside. It's 0-1. I mean, can somebody stay healthy on this team? The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Can you imagine if this team could even stay remotely healthy, how good they would be right now? The 0-2 count. Braves come in 34-16, the best in baseball. He keeps looking at his left hand, his glove hand, and he's got his glove off as the 0-2 swing and a miss, strike three, and there's one away. He's talking to a couple of guys in the bullpen. I don't know if it has something to do with the gloves, because he keeps looking at the gloves and putting them in his pocket, talking about. So maybe he's just not used to wearing his fielding glove with batting gloves. He typically wears both of them as the first pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-0. 1-0. Outside wide ball 2-2-0. Sure, it's one of those things that we'll get more clarification after the game. They'll ask somebody about it and find out what in the world that was all about. Hopefully he doesn't have to come out of the game. Braves lead at 5-2. We're in the bottom of the fifth. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Atlanta. It's the 2-0. Right down Main Street, 4-seamer, 2-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Miami. Owen Casey 1 for 1 on the day. He hit a solo shot his first time up. The 2-1 swing, bangs it down the line, foul. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Pulled the string on that changeup, and there's 2 down. Spencer Strider's 7th strikeout of the night. Righty-lefty is Joe Mack, the backstop for the Miami Marlins. Takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss slider, 1-1. One count. Strider at 62 pitches. He's more than in front on that. You don't normally see Strider have 7 strikeouts in a low pitch count. The 1-1. This is high. 2-1. Braves 5, Marlins 2. The 2-1 count. Swing, fouls it straight back. 4-seam fastball. 2-2. That one came in at 95 miles an hour. 2-2 is in the dirt. Ball 3-2. The payoff pitch, high and out of the zone. Ball 4, and that'll extend the inning as Casey heads down to first. Mack heads down to first, and Noah comes to the plate. Number 9 hitter for the Miami Marlins. They had a ton of rain in Carolina today. The ACC men's baseball tournament was rained out for the games tonight. For those who are following that, they're going to make them up tomorrow. Righty-righty matchup, pitch on the way, swing and a miss slider, it's 0-1. Yankees and Blue Jays are underway. It's 1-0 Toronto in the third inning. The 0-1. Out and away, 1-1. That's the only other game going on right now other than ours. A's and Angels tonight at 9:38. Colorado and Arizona at 9:40. We've got a doubleheader tomorrow here on Braves Country Radio. It'll be the Braves and Nationals at 7:15 tomorrow night, and the day game, Cubs and Astros in Wrigley. The 1-1 swing fouls it away. It's 1-2. One-two count. Turns and kicks. Four-seam fastball. Caught looking strike three. He got caught watching the paint dry, and that will end the inning. We go to the sixth, leading by 3 here in Braves Country.
I'm literally a minor. You're 24. When did that happen?
It has been decided. We are now the pickle party. And we are going to vote for pickles in the bar instead of limes.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. The point is, our 3 votes will always beat your 2. We win, dude. We're the winners, okay? Give me a beer with a pickle in it.
Well, what happens when you 3 disagree with each other?
We're not going to disagree. That is the point of the pickle party. We're very aligned on these issues. Pickles will prevail.
Okay, well, the next issue on our list should be a pretty easy one for the pickle party to agree on. A crucifix in the bar.
You are right. This is an easy one. Why wouldn't we have a crucifix in the bar? Because we're a bar. Right, but we're an Irish Catholic bar. We're an Irish bar? Yeah, Irish Catholic bar, and therefore a giant wooden crucifix is a celebration of our heritage. Giant? How big of a crucifix do you want? Big. I mean, it should be the centerpiece of the whole room. I mean, it should dominate every conversation. That's gonna be terrifying! It should be terrifying. That's how you know God loves you. I don't want a giant bloody man in the bar scaring the customers and most...
Number 500, the career 500th home run for Michael Jack Schmidt.
Name Michael Jack Schmidt gets put on baseballs now when I'm signing. Harry linked me to the Philly fans in a wonderful way, which is still there today.
Michael, you hear it every day, you hear it everywhere. Mike Schmidt is all around the greatest third baseman ever. That's a huge word. Looking back over your career, do you have any argument with that?
I'm not going to argue with that statement. I've heard that a few times.
By 1989, it was hard to argue, with 8 home run titles, 10 Gold Gloves, and 3 MVP awards.
Michael, step up. All right, bear with me on this because this isn't easy. Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio with 2 very bad knees and a dream to become a Major League Baseball player. I thank God that the dream came true.
Welcome back. 5-2 your score. Atlanta Braves lead this one. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Righty-lefty matchup, and Ozzie Albies will pop one up. Lazy fly ball, center field. F8, one away. Yeah, I saw that, Sleepy, that Kyle Busch passed away. Complications from an illness. I think they said he was 41. I don't know why I thought he was older than that. I don't follow NASCAR like I used to, but I do remember Kyle Busch. Dominic Smith, the batter. First pitch is sinker off the plate. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, rips it up the middle. That ball goes off the glove of Otto Lopez. And it's a 1-out single for your Atlanta Braves.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
Welcome to the United States of you just got nominated.
First pitch on the way is a four-seamer up top. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Sinker right there. 1-1. One count. Swing, pops it up, high in the sky. Riley, F9, 2 down. No, Kurt's his older brother, Bills. I just thought both of them were a little older than what they are. But it's been a while since I paid attention to NASCAR, so I guess it just feels longer. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch to the Yaz. That one's going to get trickled all the way to the wall. That is a slow roller, and Yaz has got plenty of time. Here comes Dominic Smith. The throw comes to third, and they got him down in a pickle. Dominic Smith will score, but it'll be an RBI double by the Yaz.
Yes,
he was stretching for three. He might have been thinking of having a chance at a cycle there. Remember, he's already got the homer. His third hit on the day. Will be back in a flash. Bottom of the sixth here in Braves country.
I could be on a one-way train to hell, and my mom would say, "Okay, but text me when you get there, please."
Can somebody explain to me how it's $5.97 for a fully cooked rotisserie chicken? Buy one raw in the pack. How's it $12?
I'm literally pissed at my husband this morning because I'm on dead empty in my own car that he doesn't drive and didn't know it was on empty. And I put it off because it's so cold outside. But now it's even colder outside. And now here I am getting my own car, its own gas in the freezing cold. And I'm honestly pissed at him. Anybody else?
I'm not a Hall of Famer. I'm the guy that doesn't take the trash out, gets cramps, picks up the dog out of the yard.
You meet someone every now and then that's like, oh, that's really cool. And, you know, Chase and I probably have the same, like, no, it's really not.
Yeah. He was always fun dad, though. He was always just playing around or jumping in the pool when they're little.
He'd always take us to mini golf on his off days. Yeah. He'd have to bring his own putter every time, would take it way too seriously.
I went there to practice my putting. No.
Yeah, he wasn't bonding with us. He was practicing his golf game.
I feel like Atlanta I was too young to like really truly remember. So definitely like Chicago, because I was able to go in all the time. Grew up, you know, throwing bullpens in the outfield and, you know, taking BP and taking grounders at third.
When he was younger, the Braves really didn't want the kids in there. Snuck him in one day in Pittsburgh. It's the second inning, and one of the clubbies comes down, and they're like, hey, Greg, Chase is up there throwing up. I'm like, oh, really? Are you kidding me? Go up there and come to find out he drank like 9 slushies and was throwing up the blue slushy all over the Pirates clubhouse.
They had a make your own slushy station in, you know, the food room. So I went in there as, you know, a little kid and was just loading up the syrup. Just couldn't get enough. And
yeah, that was pretty funny.
Welcome back. Xavier Edwards comes to the plate. Braves lead it 6-2. Bottom of the sixth. First pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. P at the knees. Four-seamer. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Eli White is in right field for Acuna, so that doesn't look good. And remember, they just DFA'd Jose Azocar. Hopefully this is just precautionary and that's it. But this is not a large enough lead to where you just start pulling your starters. The 0-2. Fouls it away once again. The 0-2 count, high and out of the zone, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing, pops it back foul. We'll do it again. One, 2 count. Turns and fires. Slider in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-2. Braves 6, Marlins 2. The 2-2 from Strider. Swing, chopper over to second base. Ozzy's got it. He'll flip it to Mr. Matt Olson, and it's a 4-3 put out, one away. Righty-lefty matchup. Chopper over to third. First pitch swinging. Riley's got it. Fires it to first. And just like that, we got 2 down here in the 6th. Two down, bottom of the 6th. Braves lead at 6-2. First pitch is a 4-seam fastball. Smacks the outer edge. It's 0-1. I mean, he's just painting the edge with that pitch. That is a... If he's hitting that spot, he's hard to beat. The 0-1. Slider just misses. I don't know how Lopez laid off of that one. 1-1. 1-1 count. Lopez takes his timeout as he steps out of the box. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2. It's that slider again. This time he couldn't lay off. 1-2 count. Strider comes set. Pulls the trigger. Swing! Bangs it down the right field line, but foul. The 1-2, 4-seam fastball out of play. Do it again. The 1-2 from Strider. He's sitting at pitch 83 on the night, number 84. Swing. Rips it down the third base line, but plenty foul. It would be great if they could get him through 7 tonight. On deck is Stowers. And then Marcy. They might go to Dylan Lee after this. The 1-2 misses high, 2-2. Whoa, that changeup. That Otto Lopez ducking and dodging. That was up around his noggin. The 2-2 misses outside, ball 3, 3-2. So a full count to Lopez trying to work his way aboard, 2 outs. Left-hander Cade Gibson is warming up in the pen for the Marlins. He looks like he's ready to be deployed. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Curveball got him, and Spencer Strider, 9 strikeouts on the night. We'll be back in a flash. 7th inning we go. Cruising here in South Beach.
My wife says, but you said you're passionate. I said, no. I said, there's the liquor store. You're passing it.
You know, my daughter asked, are you going to shave off that stupid mustache before we go on Christmas vacation? I was so stunned. No one has ever been that brave with my wife.
As long as I don't curse him out, and as long as I don't threaten him, I can say what I want. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
We sick and tired of that.
Johnny clearly knew what he wanted, but in the spring of his senior year of high school, there was no way he could have seen what was coming.
Our senior year, we're coming back from a baseball game, and we would have stopped at the top of the hill to let Spud off, but he was sick, so we went down the hill.
And all of a sudden, the coach who's driving the bus hollers, no brakes, no brakes.
We said April Fool. It was April 1st.
And everybody started laughing at first. And I was sitting about 3 or 4 seats behind the coach, and I looked up there and saw him pumping the brakes and trying to change gears to slow it down. And I hollered, he means it.
He couldn't gear it down. He tried to make the curve, and the front fender hit it. We flipped over, rolled down the embankment.
Johnny, I was sitting with him, and he grabbed a hold of me and pulled me down on the floorboard. We were both holding on. Kind of went end over end once, and they say rolled about 2 to 3 times. And when it finally came up, it landed back on its wheels, the little door that's at the back of all buses. Johnny's legs were just starting to go out that. He still had me around the waist.
Billy and Haroldine were both had died in the crash.
Those 2 boys got thrown out and the bus rolled over them.
You know, I became a little bit hardened by it, I think. Something that could have happened to me. Here I was now, and here I am in a car wreck, and still with plans of who I should be and what I was going to be.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Cade Gibson coming on, the left-hander for the Miami Marlins. Has a 21.6 ERA and a 3.6 whip. So, first pitch on the way is a bender down and in. Curveball to Chadrick Tromp. No, that's not Tromp. That's Gibson. That's what I thought. It's 1-0. They had Tromp on the screen. They still do. The 1-0 right there on the outer edge. 1-1. I usually know these guys' batting stances like that. There's no way that's Chadwick Tromp. Kim always has that tight batting stance. 1-1 count. Turns and fires. Sweeper. That was high and out of the zone, but Kim, who hasn't been hitting well, he's not going to challenge it. He's probably like, what the hell do I know at this point? He's batting 120 on the year. He is 1 for 2 on the day. I appreciate the sentiment, y'all. It's not something I wanted to talk about over the broadcast for obvious reasons. The 1-2, down and in, 2-2. And I don't know if I would be able to keep it together if I really got into it. The 2-2 count, but I did get good news about 20 minutes ago. She said she's feeling much better. So hopefully the worst is behind us. The 2-2 pitch, swing, chopper, off the plate. We'll do it again. And I do appreciate it, y'all. Just, focusing on the game is about the best medicine for me right now. The 2-2 count. Kim 1 for 2. It would be great to see him start clicking. Pitch on the way, swing, rolls it foul. And if they lost Acuna my word. That is 100% Rich. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, curveball in the dirt, and there's one away. Let's see if there's any news on this at all. My guess is that they're going to keep a tight lid on it. All I'm seeing so far is left thumb pain. They're saying it's precautionary, according to the Braves themselves, is the sweeper right there at the knees to Chadwick Tromp. It's 0-1. Hopefully that's true. I would just like to know how in the world it even happened, because there's nothing that showed it. The 0-1 pitch, swing, slaps it on the right side. It's going to go under the glove of the first baseman diving Morel past Xavier Edwards, and it's going to be an infield single for Chadwick Tromp. First pitch swinging by Eli White. Bangs it into the dirt. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Hanging sweeper, fouls it back. Eli White in for injured Acuna. It's 0-2. Left thumb pain, that's all we're getting. Hopefully it's not something that he misses several days with. Hopefully it's something that he can avoid the IL. Remember, the Braves do have the day off on Monday, so hopefully this is something that can be resolved in the next few days. I would think, if nothing else, he's going to DH. The 0-2 in the dirt. That ball got Eli in the leg, and he'll head on down to first. Hopefully that didn't break his ankle. And we got runners on first and second and one out. I don't know who said always marry up, but trust me when I say, not only did I, it doesn't take much for me to marry up. I set a really low bar. But that ball got him right in on the ankle. Hopefully he's okay. Michael Harris the second. First pitch sweeper right there on the inner cut. It's 0-1. I knew at least one person was going to say that. The 0-1. Check swing, curveball, went around. It's 0-2. Who was that? Jag 904 Jag said that. Yeah, I wasn't sure, Rich, because I mentioned earlier, but the chat rolls kind of fast, and I am far away from it. So that's why I had to type it out during the break, because I can't really type during, as the 0-2 swing and a miss. I'm typing about the way that Harris was swinging on that at bat, 2 down. So anyways, long story short, I can't type during the game like I normally can from time to time. I have to kind of set it off to the side, but I see about 2 or 3 comments as they roll by, but it's hard for me to keep up tonight. But thankfully, this is the last game being played inside the state of Florida this week, and we won't see them again for a while. Matt Olson takes the first pitch upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. And I know we have a 1 series with Tampa Bay this year, so other than that, I've got, somewhere around 9 games left to have to deal with this goofy setup. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. It's an 0-2 count. The 0-2. Outside wide, 1-2. Infield is back into the right, first and second. 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch, swing. Lifts the sweeper down far and away. Do it again. How would you describe Lone Park Depot Park in Miami? It's, in theory, it's a terrible location. But when you get in there, it's not a bad place to play a ball game, but it's a bad place to watch it. The 1-2 pitch, swing, chops it on the ground over to first, and that'll end the inning. We got to get up and stretch. It's 7th inning stretch, Braves country. Back in a flash. Braves lead it 6-2. Spencer Strider's going to go back out there on the mound. 9 strikeouts so far for Spencer. 6 innings pitched. 3 hits, 2 runs. He has walked 1. Both of the runs were solo shots. He goes back to work. Pitch number 88 of the night. First pitch on the way. Swing, pops it up. High, right field. And Eli White can't find it. It must have bent into the stands. It's 0-1. I don't know what the heck went on with that. It must have banged into a catwalk, possibly. Waiting to see a replay. Because Eli was converging on it. And he looked up, and everybody else looked up, and the ball never came down. Who knows? The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball, bringing it. 95 right down the track. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Turns and fires. Swing, fouls it away. The 0-2 pitch, swing, fouls it back. We'll do it again. No mark. Hurston Waldrop is not done for the year. He's actually been responding very well to bullpen sessions. He was moved to the 60-day IL. As the 0-2 pitch, swing, pops it up, back behind home plate. Giving chase his Tromp, and it'll bend out of play. That move was made so that the Braves could claim Maverick Hanley. And it doesn't really change Waldrop's timetable, because he was never going to be back before 60 days anyways. The 0-2 count in the dirt 1-2. Remember, when you do the 60-day IL, you can backdate that to the beginning of the season. So we're talking about the Braves have played, 50 games already. He wasn't going to be back in the next 10 games. The 1-2 pitch, swing, slices it back foul. So anytime you see something like that, it's just it's just procedural, because you can only have so many players on your 40-man roster, but it opens up a spot when they go to the 60-day IL. The 1-2 pitch by Stowers is lifted high and deep, going back on the track. She gone. That ball smacks up against the scoreboard out there, and Kyle Stowers hits his second home run of the night, and the lead is cut to 6-3. I don't know much, but I know one thing. Strider will not face him again tonight. I don't know how much longer they'll have Strider out there. He's not facing that guy tonight. Acuna left with thumb pain. People are asking in the chat. Nothing's been disclosed as far as how bad it is. The Braves announced that it was precautionary, but you never know if that's true. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch by Marcy, swung on and lifted high into left field. Gaz is underneath it. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. Makes you really wish that ball that hit the catwalk or wherever that ball went that was heading to right field hadn't have hit the top of the stadium roof, because that would have been an out, and Stowers never would have hit that home run. Nobody on, one out, 6-3 your score. The Braves lead it, bottom of the seventh. And the pitch is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. You know, it's funny, the other night we were talking about how the NBA and basketball in general has become unwatchable because all they do is stand back there and shoot threes. Baseball was in that kind of rut about 10 years ago as the 2-0. Four-seamer, and Strider wants to challenge this. He thinks he hit the strike zone. It's going to be close. It was right there on the outer edge. And he did not get it. So the Braves will lose a challenge. The 3-0 count. Misses high. Ball 4. And I would think that's probably going to be it for Strider. He's at 100 pitches. He's given up a home run and walk in this inning. Morrell heads to first, and here comes Walt Weiss, so he'll make a pitching change. And great effort by Spencer Strider. 6 1/3, 3 earned runs. He's responsible for the man at first, but he leaves with a 6-3 lead, 9 strikeouts. We'll be back in a flash. Bullpen change here in Braves country. Welcome back. Dylan Lee coming on. Lee, this will be his 24th appearance, 0.79 ERA. Set to face Hernandez, who's in for Owen Casey. The first pitch is a changeup at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Roberto Hernandez batting 167 on the year. Typically is only in the lineup versus lefties. The 0-1 pitch, swing, laces it into left field, and a hanging changeup will have runners at first and second and one away. Just reached out and slapped it. Wasn't in a terrible spot of the plate, but had enough time to get around on it and hook it into left field. So first and second, one out, and the tying run has come to the plate in the form of Esther Ruiz. It's pinch hitting for Joe Mack, the catcher. The first pitch, swing and a miss at the slider. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. 0-2. It's an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And there's two down. Big strike out there. Thank you, Rich.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Uber gobble. Uber gobble. Uber gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Uber gobble. One of us. Uber gobble. One of us. Uber gobble. Shut up! Oh my God! I don't care.
Sanoa, the number 9 hitter, comes to the plate. Lefty righty. First pitch is a four-seamer. Down and away, it's 1-0. 1-0. Lee brings it. Swing. Chopper over to Ozzie. Ozzie has it. Fires it to first. 4-3. That'll end the inning, and that'll get us out of the jam. So the Braves give up a run, but that's it. It's 6-3. Good guys. We will go to the top of the 8th here in Braves country.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salad.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. Me and the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you'll probably see the double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. Gibson back out there on the bump. First pitch is a sweeper to Ozzie Albies. He's on the right side of the plate. Lefty-righty matchup, it's 0-1. It's just good to see Ozzie taking a pitch there. The 0-1. Swing and a missed curveball. 0-2. Ozzie singled to left his first time up, popped out to third, and flew out to center. Those were back-to-back at-bats with one pitch at-bats. Hernandez and Stowers are in left and right, and behind the plate, for the Miami Marlins is Hicks. The 0-1 hits Ozzie Albies in the foot, and he's down. We can't take another injury. He's just sitting there on all fours. Hopefully he's okay. Stands up. See where that ball got him. Right. Thankfully, it hit his shin guard. That doesn't always mean that you're out of the woods, but at least it hit the shin guard, not somewhere else. It could just be a stinger. He's starting to walk it off, so good news so far. We'll have to keep on monitoring that. It's just one thing after another, these injuries. Both our catchers missing. Half our pitching staff's missing. Acuna can't stay healthy. Drake Baldwin.
Where's the booze?
That's it. I've had it with this dump. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Dominic Smith, the batter. Lefty, first pitch swinging, fouls the sweeper down the line. It's 0-1. The 0-1 to Dominic Smith. Brings it, swing, fouls it away. It's 0-2. Braves 6, Marlins 3. We're in the top of the 8th. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball, tried to get him to chase. Good take there by Dominic Smith. 1-2. Braves still have Mauricio Dubon, Sandy Leon, and Jorge Mateo on the bench. You do wonder if one of them will come off the bench to spell Ozzie. The 1-2. Outside wide 2-2. Just if nothing else to give Ozzie the rest of the night off to get his leg on ice. But Ozzie, much like Olsen, he always fights to play, so it may not be that easy to get him out of the game. The 2-2 count. Ozzie at first, nobody out. The pitch. Swing, slaps it down the left field line. That ball's got eyes. Goes down towards the corner and double pumping, throwing it to third base. And Ozzie Albies is going to be safe. And it is a double by the Dominator here on a Thursday night here in Braves country. Ozzie head first slide
to step up. Make us believe again.
Face first slide by Ozzie. He was wincing in pain. I don't know why they don't get him out of there. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging by Riley. Bang foul. It's 0-1. Dubon can play second base, as can Mateo, and Kim for that matter. So you could do any number of mixes that you want. Get him out of the game here in the 8th inning with the 3-run lead, the 0-1. Down and in, 1-1. He's not likely to come to bat again. You may need him, or need the runner to dart home from third on a sac fly. 1-1's foul, back out of play. It's 1-2. One-two count. 6-3 your score. The infield is drawn in, and they are back into, well, they're in and to the left. That's how I should put it. The 1-2. Outside, high and wide, 2-2. On deck is the Yaz. He is 3 for 3 tonight. He is a triple away from the cycle. The 2-2. Swing and a miss curveball. Strike 3, and Riley down 1 away. 0 for 4 now for Riley. 3 strikeouts. He has struck out a ton this year. So second and third and 1 out. And Yaz. Is he getting pinch hit? He's getting pinch hit for by Dubon. First pitch on the way to Dubon is curveball off the plate. It's 1-0. So Yaz will not get his cycle, but man, can't do much better than what he did tonight. 3 for 3. The home run, 2 runs, and 2 RBI. The 1-0. Swing, punches it foul. 1-1. One count. Brings it. Swing. Punches it down the line. Fouling out of play. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing. Bangs that one foul. Second and third, 1 out. Braves lead at 6-3, top of the 8th inning. Big spot here for Dubon. If he can punch one over the head of the infield, give the Braves a 5-run lead. The 1-2 pitch, swing, laces it down the line, just foul. That was so close. He almost hit pay dirt with that one. Maybe a foot to the left of the left field line. Robert Suarez and Ronaldo Lopez are warming up in the pen. It'll really come down to, is it a 3-run game, or have the Braves broken it up a little bit on who will come out of the pen? They'd love to save Suarez for the weekend, but got to get the wins when you can. The 1-2 count. Swing, lifts it into right center field. That's down for a base hit over the drawn-in infield. Here comes the throw to the plate, and the runner is safe. And on the throw, Mauricio Dubon heads to second base, and the Braves lead it 8-3.
Pardon me. Would you have any?
But of course. One of life's finer pleasures.
There's a bender in on the hands, and he just had enough to punch it over the infield. If the infield is playing normal depth, it's going to be a soft line drive out. But instead, he got it over the infield's head, and the Braves lead at 8-3. So that probably means Robert Suarez can sit down for the time being. They could really break this open. They'll probably have Raylo pitch the last 2 innings. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch is outside wide. Curve ball taken by Ha-Seong Kim. It's 1-0. Kim 1 for 3 on the day with the run scored. The 1-0. Down below the knees. 2-0. Two-0 count. On deck is Chadwick Tromp, the 2-0 pitch. Drops the sweeper about letter high. 2-1. Braves 8, Marlins 3. Game 4 of a 4-game series. Braves took 2 of the first 3. The 2-1 pitch. High and out of the zone. Ball goes to the backstop. The runner heads to third. He's going to be safe. He's going to beat him in there. He will not. Dubon will get caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And there's 2 down. Tried to slide into third. I don't know why he didn't go head first. He went feet first. And they got him on the... It's just a slower way to go into the base. And they got him on the foot. If he's diving head first, he's going to grab the back of the bag. So 2 down now. The 3-1 count to Kim. Misses hot. Whoa. Kim wants to challenge that. He believes that ball missed the zone. We'll see if it did. Very close. And ball 4. So a good challenge by Kim. Good at bat. And he'll book it on down to first. And the Braves. 1 on, 2 outs. Chadwick Tromp, the batter. He singled his last time up. First pitch on the way is a curveball off the plate. It's 0-1. Sacrifice bunt in the 5th. He grounded out to third in the 2nd, so he's 1 for 2 on the day. The 0-1 high in the zone, and Ha-Seong Kim heads on down to second, and he's got that base stolen. So Ha-Seong Kim.
I feel the need for speed.
He had that stolen by plenty. Good jump by Kim. Good reaction. The 1-1 swing. Hammers it down the left field line, but foul. 1-2. For the foreseeable future, this is our battery duo, Sandy Leone and Chadwick Tromp. The 1-2 pitch. Down and away, 2-2. Just before Drake Baldwin got injured, they had a poll up on who the best catcher in baseball was. Drake Baldwin or Shea Langoliers. The 2-2 pitch. Misses high and out of the zone, 3-2. This is on X. And then someone mentioned how William Contreras is right there because all his numbers are right there with the 3 of them. And all I could think of, man, If one organization could have just had all three of those guys at their disposal. The Braves had all three of those guys and traded two of them away. And now we've got Drake on the IL and Chadwick Tromp at the plate. Full count. It looks like it's just Raylo warming up. Now, Robert's standing there, but I don't think they're going to bring him in. The payoff pitch. Upstairs, caught looking, strike three, and that'll end the inning. But out before your Atlanta Braves put a couple more on the board. It's 8-3. We go to the bottom of the eighth here in Braves country. On this date, 1919, the New York Giants trade outfielder Jim Thorpe to the Boston Braves for hurler Pat Reagan, who will pitch in only 7 games for New York. The former Olympian, who appeared in only 2 games with his former team, will play 60 for Boston before retiring at the end of the season, compiling a career batting average of .252 during his 6 seasons in the major leagues. On this date, 1930, Babe Ruth hits 3 home runs, connecting in the first, third, and 8th of the New York Yankees' loss to the Philadelphia Athletics at Shibe Park. The trio of round trippers marks the first time that the 35-year-old Sultan of SWAT has gone yard 3 times in a regular season game, having accomplished the feat in 1926 and 1928 in the Fall Classic. And on this date in 1986, Atlanta Braves shortstop Rafael Ramirez hammers 4 doubles in 7 trips to the plate. The infielders' quartet of 2 baggers helped the Atlanta Braves edge the Chicago Cubs in 13 innings in Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium, 9-8. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Iron Lung, good to see you, sir. Didn't see you sneak in. Thankfully, this setup will be gone by tomorrow. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Those of y'all may not know what I'm talking about. When we're in the blackout restrictions, I have to set up the broadcast differently. Basically, it takes away all of my, all my bells and whistles. Where I get all my stats from and everything, it's all gone because it's all. I have to put everything on, put the ball game on the computer, and the rest, I can barely see the chat. We'll be back to normal tomorrow. Robert Suarez on the hill. First pitch on the way. Swing. Chops it over towards short. And it's a 6-3 putout. Kim firing it to Olsen, 1 away. So I guess they're letting Suarez pitch just because they got him warm, got him hot as they call it. As Dubon stays in the game into left field. Ozzie Albies is still out there, so he must be okay. Still think it wouldn't hurt with an 8-3 lead to have him take the night off and give Jorge Mateo some reps. Liam Hicks, the batter, 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch, 4-seam fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, chopper. Down the line, it's 0-2. So we put a thing together for the weekend right before the national anthem plays. You'll hear a speech made as the 0-2 swing fouls it away, and it's a patriotic one. We're gonna do a mashup because we didn't want all the political, everyone losing their mind. Because Reagan's voice, you'll hear him, but there were also ones we were going to try to put together with Kennedy and as the 0-2 outside wide 1 and 2, and FDR. And both of those got banged. So at least Reagan was a president back in the day when you were allowed to vote for whoever you wanted to vote for, right? The 1-2, chopper back to the mound. 1-3 put out, there's 2 down. Nowadays, and I really think it's because of social media, everybody loses their mind if everyone doesn't vote the way they want them to vote. Suarez versus Lopez. First pitch, cutter down and away. It's 1-0. Lopez 0 for 3 on the day, batting .343. He quietly is putting together a heck of a year, Otto Lopez. The 1-0, down and away, ball 2, 2-0. Two-0 count. Turns and fires. Right down Main Street, 2-1. I don't believe you'll see Iglesias, so you might get Raylo in the next inning. Unless for some reason Miami puts together several runs here before we can get out of the 8th. 2 down, bottom of the 8th. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss changeup. 2-2. Right now they're calling the Acuna injury precautionary, so hopefully that's all it is. And we've seen that several times before. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that changeup one more time. And we'll go to the 9th. Otto Lopez slams his helmet in disgust. It's 8-3, good guys. We go to the top of the 9th.
What's the biggest lie that your parents ever told you?
Not really my mom, just my dad. At 6, I asked my dad what he used to do for a living. I don't really remember what he said, but I asked what my mom used to do for a living.
Afternoon, everybody.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink? I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week. Well,
you drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers, too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things. You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay.
What's shaking? All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a lemon drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Welcome back, Braves country. Atlanta leads at 8-3. Eli White will lead us off. Fairbanks, the closer for the Marlins, comes on. First pitch is a four-seam fastball at the knees. It's 0-1. They're just trying to get him some work. He came off the IL recently. And they haven't used him this series because they won the first game going away 12-0. And they haven't really been in the next two, nor tonight. The 0-1. Check swing, chops it foul. It's 0-2. Fairbanks, the former Tampa Bay Ray. Good veteran arm. Could end up being dealt at the deadline by the Marlins if they're not in it. The 0-2 swing, chops it foul. Do it again. Toronto still leads the Yankees. It's 1-0 in the 7th. Quick moving, low scoring game there. 2 more games starting here in about a half hour. Rockies and Diamondbacks, A's and Angels. The 0-2 count. In the dirt, check swing. Did he go around? He checked down the line. He did not. 1-2. One-two. Fairbanks dancing on the mound and brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 98 miles an hour, cooking up top. 1 away. Michael Harris II, the batter. Harris homered in the first inning, driving home Acuna to give the Braves an early 2-0 lead. Since then, he's 0 for 3, 1 for 4 on the night. Pitches upstairs, slider. For a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Man, but Fairbanks just makes you nervous watching him on the mound. It's the 0-1 down and away. 1-1. He dances back and forth, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I wonder how he pulls that off when there's a runner on. So what he's doing is essentially a balk if there was a runner on. He must straighten that up when there's somebody on. The 1-1 swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Known the name for quite some time, him being with the Tampa Bay Rays, but never really watched him pitch much. One-two to Michael. 1 down, top of the 9th. Braves lead it 8-3. 8 runs. 12 hits and no errors for Atlanta. 3 runs, 5 hits and no errors for the Marlins. And Dylan Dodd's now warming up at the pen, so I guess Rayla has just been sat all together. The 1-2. Inside. 2-2. Ball gets away, but with nobody on, nobody matters. Matt Olson standing on deck. He's gone slider, four-seam slider, cutter. The 2-2. Swing, lifts it. High and deep into center field. Going back on the track. And that just sneaks over the wall for another home run. A 2-home-run night for Michael Harris II. How about that? Michael Harris gives it a ride, and the Braves lead it 9-3. 404 happy feet later.
You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle. That's all right. My name is Money Mike. All right, then. Use your ass. This ain't for play. I don't do this for fun. Might want to shave. Might want to shave somebody else. Never know.
He gets the big fly on the board, and Matt Olson stands at the plate. Takes a cutter down and away. It's 0-1. That ball just cleared. Center fielder out there, Marcy, was trying to rob it. Came very close. The 0-1. Fastball misses the outer edge, 97 miles an hour, 1-1. One count. Right there, bottom of the zone, cutter, 1-2. Michael Harris's 8th multi-home run game of his career. The 1-2. Swing, chopper off the plate, and it is 2-2. Dylan Dodd walking around in the pen, looks like he's ready to roll, so we'll see him in the bottom of the 9th. Braves 9, Marlins 3. The 1-2. Out and away, 2-2. Two count. Kicks and fires. Swing. Knocks it down the line. Third base side. Foul. Two count. Standing on deck is Ozzie. The pitch from Fairbanks. Swing. Bangs it up the middle, but that'll be right to the shortstop, Lopez. He'll flip it to first, and there's quickly 2 away. Ozzie Albies coming to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with the run scored. Nine runs, 13 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Miami. First pitch to Ozzie. There's a slider right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Oh-2 count. Ozzie batting .277 on the year. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase the four-seamer. A little bit out of the zone, but too close to take. Not for your Atlanta Braves. Put another one on the board. Money Mike goes yard. Braves lead it. 9-3, bottom of the 9th we go.
I've seen a lot of people out there getting pretty upset lately. Getting mad. They're saying things are getting canceled. And they're getting real mad about it. And I think getting mad's the wrong way to go about it. I think we need to seize the opportunity. Get rid of some other stuff. And that's why today I'm going to share with you my list of things I think we should cancel. Turkey bacon. Electric weed whackers. Shoelaces. Following words. Fam, woke, and the phrase lit, specialized license plates. Nobody understands it. The New York Yankees. Fruit striped gum. Listen here, fruit striped gum. You've had your chance. You've had decades to get it right. Make the flavor last longer than 4 seconds or you're out of here. Jeeps with a truck bed. And finally, being a butthole.
Hi, y'all. It's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is disease. Does these pants make my butt look big?
In the spring of 1965, the world began discovering what everyone in Bangor, Oklahoma had known from the start. Johnny Bench could play baseball, and the excitement only grew during minor league stops in Florida, the Carolinas, and Buffalo, New York.
We hear about.
Here could be
the future superstar of the National League.
Hey, the Reds got this stud. He was ballyhooed. Can't miss, can't miss, can't miss.
He's showing a hit.
Bench does have powers.
A great behind the plate.
He has this great arm.
We heard about the arm. We really heard a lot about the arm.
The finest arm of any catcher I have ever seen.
You don't hear many stories about a catcher that's got a gun. It got to Cincinnati before John did.
And he got there quickly. In August of 1967, Bench got the call. He was just 19 years old, and the Reds were making him their starting catcher.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@BravesCountry. Welcome back. Dylan Dodd coming on for the Atlanta Braves. I don't know why, but the last couple of commercial breaks for the Marlins, as they've been coming back, as the lefty-lefty matchup start off the inning, Dylan Dodd fires a slider, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. But the Marlins reliever, I guess he was being interviewed, and he's sitting next to another, I believe, reliever. But this is the reliever we were talking about a couple of nights ago. And they're interviewing whatever they're talking about. I've seen it at least twice between the commercial breaks. But it's our old friend Eric Bakar. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. So 1-1 count. Braves really need to make a trade to get that guy. Kyle Stowers 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1. Two-one count. Dodd brings it. Swing and a miss. Good cutter. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sinker. 95 miles an hour, cooking it up top. 1 away. Toronto still leads the Yankees. It's 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th in the Bronx. One down, and Jacob Marcy, the batter. First pitch, swing and a miss by the center fielder. Cutter down and in, it's 0-1. Dylan Dodd coming off the IL really gave the Braves an ability to kick Aaron Bummer to the curb. And hopefully Dodd can stay healthy. Is he 0-1? Misses outside, 1-1. Along with him and Dylan Lee. Dylan Dodd and Dylan Lee. The two main left-handers, as the Braves are challenging a pitch way outside the zone. We do not get that call. So the call is confirmed. It's a 1-1 count. It's hard to find those left-handers. It's why Aaron Bummer, people didn't understand why he was overpaid. It's because he's left-handed, the 1-1. Chopper on the ground over to Olsen, steps on the bag, and there's 2 down. Now, to be fair to Bummer, he was much better in 2024. In the beginning of 25, he wasn't horrific, but then he started getting a little choppy, and then this year, there was just nothing you could do with him. And I still contend it had to do a lot with his velocity went way down. First pitch swinging, bangs it on the carpet. Riley backhands it, slides into foul territory. That'll be an infield single for Morel. So Morel will reach first with 2 outs. Marlins still down to their last out. Riley, by the time he corralled that ball, he got up. He thought about throwing it, but there was just no way. He was a football field away from first base, and Morel runs pretty well. Lefty-righty matchup. Hernandez swing and a miss. Cutter at the ankles. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, pops it up. Back out of play, it's 0-2. But you'll probably see Aaron Bummer land somewhere, because I'm telling you, if you got a kid and the kid is left-handed, teach him how to pitch. He'll be in the majors 20 years. The 0-2 in the dirt 1 and 2. They're just so rare to find left-handers that have any kind of an arm that even if you're not very good, you can still hang out in someone's bullpen. When he first came to Atlanta, he was hitting 94, 95 regularly on the gun. The last couple of years, it's been more around the 91, 92 range. And if he wasn't hitting his spots, he was just getting peppered. The 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men. Beer for my horses. That's 3 in a row, baby.
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody. Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going. Woo! Come on. We're streaking. Woo! We're streaking. We're going up through the quad to the gymnasium.
Streaking.
Get in the car. Everybody's doing it.
Now.
9 runs, 13 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Miami.
KFC's still open?
Player of the game, getting the game ball. Could have gone in 3 different directions tonight. Michael Harris had 2 home runs. That last one, though, that was in garbage time. Spencer Strider went 6 innings and 9 strikeouts. Not too shabby of his own, but we're going to give this one to the Yaz. A home run his first time up. A single his next time up. A double. He finished with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. A triple short of the cycle, and he never got that 4th at bat. So we're going to give the Yaz the game ball, and the Braves win another series. 3-1 this time. And tomorrow we got a doubleheader here on Braves Country Radio. It'll be Cubs versus Astros. 2:20 first pitch will come on the air about 1:45. And then Braves versus Nationals. 6:45 will come on the air, 7:15 there. And it's Bryce Elder Day tomorrow for your Atlanta Braves. So it should be a fun day of baseball. Y'all go get some rest, and God bless all of y'all, and thank you for the kind words. But like I said, we got some good news. I didn't want to startle anybody. Just wanted to give y'all a heads up on if something changed. Y'all have a great one. Braves win 9-3.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.